You will always have this doubt. What is the approach I should take to build my applications? I was in your stage. I'm going to share my personal story, how I was before we go into what are the options available to build your own application. So before like few years back, I want to build this small project. This project is about like something like product hunt, where people can post ideas that solve some community problems. For example, in villages or in a city, if there is like some problems, like okay, I'll just like lay that it's in recording. I took it like when I was like developing the solution. So when I so you can find like different type of ideas we posted, which is focused on the UN sustainable goals. But anyway, so when I start this thing, I searched a lot and then tried to build something to match something like a product hunt, but I couldn't. I tried with finding maybe some WordPress plugins, and then I bought that, and then I tried it. It doesn't work. You will even see how it sucks. Then I used framework called Vulkan framework, which is a combination of. I know it's technical. It's just some sort of like a JavaScript framework. It's called Vulkan, by the way, to allow which allow. I mean, they did their first application, which is like building an application similar to um, product hunt. That's like a demo solution they have built. So I used the demo to use as a main solution for me, and I hope I will able to learn the Vulkan JS and then build that application. And even we hired some external party to do that, but I never achieved that. The trying to build something on my own, like from scratch, it was first that one failure. Then this one what you're seeing now, it's done on WordPress plugin. We bought a plugin on top of that, we used it. That also was failure. Then after like few months, the project didn't even went ahead. Yeah, I mean it's stopped. So at the time only I start to realize, I mean like not at the time, but also like after when I travel, when I get some new ideas. But now when I find where the idea gets stuck is that it's not about like whether it's a product market fit or um, the idea itself. Everything looks cool, but something like stopped me. Then I realized it's the tech side. The tech side is that like I started with the hope that I'll be able to do that, but at a certain stage it get messed up. Okay, so you could be in the reason, or I mean you could be in one of the situation, or you are in a different situation. I wanted to go ahead and explain what are the different options available. I mean usually the traditionally people will go for a development agency, or they can go for a no code platform, or there are some hybrid solutions. Okay, or we can take some open source platform and try to customize. But there are like four major things which you need to consider when you decide which approach you're going to take. First is your skill set. What type of skill set you are. I mean, as a developer, they can do anything they want. If you're not a developer, and let's say you are a bit of like a tech, I mean, not maybe in a digital savvy, just not a coder, then you can figure out something. But you are not both of these things. Maybe you're something else. You just use your phone, and then you don't have much. So it depends on your skill set. Yeah, I will tell you how using these four layers how you can choose a right vendor. I'm not going to name the vendor, um, but I'm just going to gauge you. Okay, then the money also matter. The companies which are big, they have money, they can do anything. But if you have only like less than like $100 per month to do that, what will be your option? Then also the speed. Sometimes you want your idea, not sometimes. I mean, people who prioritize this time, they said that I want to go to the market faster, validate my idea faster. Whether you're a big company or a solo founder, the time also comes into the consideration. Finally, the technology. People who are, I mean, there are people, apart from the idea, they really love the technology. What is going to be the technology stack they're going to choose for their solutions? What type of backend languages? What type of front end languages? How are they going to design? So they consider so many things like this. Yeah. So let's see that. So you wanted to build a marketplace or a community platform. Okay. So I drawn these sort of like a if else loop. I'm not saying it's going to be completely correct, but I did what I can. Okay, so let's see that. are you a big company? When you're a big company, um, are you a big company? If you're a big company, then let's next thing. Do you got a time like 2 to 3 months for a first MVP? If you got a 2 to 3 months for an MVP and then you're a big company, that means you will have money as well, yeah. So you can go for a development agency or hire your own team and try to build, yeah. But let's say if you're not a big company, what do you want to do? You wanted to see your skill set, whether can you do by yourself or you need someone assistance. Okay, let's say you both come together. After you come together, then do you have time? Okay, if you have time, then you can take some open source platform and then tune it. If you don't want to touch open source platform, um, and you have the and you can use some low code platform with the least pricing, and then you can build. Let's say you do not have this technical skills, and now you got money. If you got money, then you can trade the money with the time, and then you can still go here. Actually, if you got money, you can go here. Yeah. You got a money, maybe I should do one more thing, which is like, are you like specific about the technology? Yeah. If you're specific about the technology, you can also, I mean, if you have money, actually, if you have money, not big money. If you have big money, of course the big monies will go to the development agency. If you don't have like that big money, maybe the big money, the definition is that you don't have a budget more than $500 per month. Okay, let's say like that. Then, but you still want to be careful about the technology. Okay, then you can go for the hybrid platforms. Let me explain what is this, this no this hybrid platforms and all those things. Okay, so in any project, yeah, in any project you have this backend. The backend is, which I mean, in a layman term, which has this database. It hosts your server, and that in the server only all your the backend logics, all those things coming in. I mean, your backend application is running on that server, okay, and the backend application has all those features, and your operational thing, all those things is running under the backend. This thing is coming as an API, okay. The reason why I put this thing is that I can just say a headless platform, but if it's too technical for you, that's why I'm telling that all the things, yeah, all the things which is like running behind the system apart from the front end, I just made it as a backend. Then this backend will be consumed by the API and it goes to the front end, yeah, the app, web, and all those things. Always try to share like this is like your body, this is like the shirt. You may want to have like different shirt or t-shirts and all those things, yeah, but your whole body is the same thing. So that's why we call it as a backend. Then, so now, previously, all the systems were monolithic. I don't want to go technical, but I mean, how they define monolithic is that the back end and then the front end is like merged together. I mean, if you do something here, it's going to be there. So that's not the very best explanation, but just a layman term. Okay. So now it's people are going after this headless platform. Headless platform is that all your backend is like separated. It's like separate. You do anything you want here. Okay. Then you can use a different front-end solution. For example, you can build something. I mean, like you can build something from scratch. Okay, you have your developer, or you hire a developer, and then you build the UIs. So you wanted to own the UIs because this can be. You can select a SaaS or a PaaS platform. Then the front-end builder. If you don't have a developer but you want to have more control on these, then you can find some headless platform which has connection with the front-end builder. Then you still achieve the control and still achieve the customization, and you are still getting the best solution, because as the industry is moving to a headless solutions, you're choosing the best headless solution as well. Then the traditional is from the scratch. Then is about the hybrid platforms. There are hybrid platforms which provides the headless API and also provide the theme for you to start easily, quicker, and then pre-built applications as well. Okay, so I'm just like writing it down here, pre-built application as well. So you can use the pre-built application to launch your app or launch your web. Then after you identify the solution is, I mean, your idea is working good, and then you're seeing attraction, and you got some money from your personal or from funding for your friends, then you can try to build something on your own, which is you go with your front end thing. These pre-built applications, I mean, these pre-built applications, when they give the front end no code builder, they also allow you to do a lot of configurations as well. Okay, so that's why I put those things here. And later, if you wanted to move to you wanted to throw out these and then you wanted to bring and build something on your own, you can do that as well. So it's better to choose, I mean, in my opinion, choose for hybrid solutions, because this headless is gonna stay, because it's their IP. It's gonna stay as it is with them, and you pay a monthly subscription fee. Then the front end, you can control that on the how do I say, if you want to concluding in summary, if you wanted to go faster, then you can just buy their front end application. Go for it, see how it works. Then after a few months, then you can start building from the scratch. I hope this information helped you to choose the right platforms. I could have put different platforms which are like no code, which are like hybrid and all those things, but I don't want to speak um, about others and say something. Just to introduce myself, I we I mean, not myself, our company, we are sort of like a hybrid platform as well. It's not like you should buy us, but I'm just like sharing. We are a headless solution as well, and we provide pre-built apps. So this is for the non-technical founders who don't have any idea about like how to build app and all those things. So we provide them um, pre-built applications, but our core product is all the marketplaces and commerce as an API. So developers use our solution to build application. Thank you. If there is any question, just comment it. And if I had made any mistake, just tell me. I'll be able to adjust that as well.